parents, and we put them together, and that was the beginning of Unity beef sausage.
Okay, and then still those recipes are still secret to this day,
Those recipes
right?
are still secret until the day.
Right.
You know, Unity beef sausage, we supply over 200 small stores currently. We process in this plant wholesale. Next door and in the retail area, that's just for the retail stores.
So now this room we're in right now, this is what do you do in this room?
Well, this is actually a sausage kitchen, and here we process under the inspection of the USDA.
So as you're preparing here, there's an inspector here watching you.
There's an inspector here every day. Yeah, and we here from 6 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon.
And what's the temperature here in this room?
Approximately, generally it goes down to 32, but right now it's about 40 degrees.
So this is a locker, a meat locker.
Yes.
Right.
Well, according to the USDA, your meat must be under 44 degrees at all times. Otherwise, you have any kind of contaminants can take place.
Right. And now the meat that goes into your sausage, where does that meat come from?
Well, basically, we use USA Halal, which is a Muslim slaughterhouse in Newark, and also ENA Halal, which is a Muslim slaughterhouse in Patterson, New Jersey. But 40 years ago, we didn't have that. 40 years ago, all we had was just the kosher warehouses. And so therefore, what we had to do, we had to go and buy the kosher meat and make our product. So now we are blessed to have halal. Allah blessed us when the USDA first became aware of all your halal markets opening up. There was no criteria in America for halal. So a certain group tried to trademark the word halal. And Imam Muhammad in Chicago, he had already trademarked halal. So it'd be made available for all Muslims wherever. See, because if you trademark something, then of course, that's your trademark. So with that trademark, it made it possible for all Muslims in America to use halal. But there was no criteria. So Allah blessed us to establish the basic criteria that's used today for the USDA inspection. The USDA inspection is considered the highest inspection in the world. The criteria that we established based on Quran and Sunnah is how they should approach the inspection when it comes to halal. Others were trying to take advantage of this potential, and there are certain things that we incorporated based on Quran and Sunnah that those who do the sacrifice or the slaughter should be Muslim. Okay, well, male or female. Those kind of things were put in the criteria, and also there was no facilities 40 years ago where we can go and slaughter. What we were doing back then, we would go there to the slaughterhouse. You could say the prayer, you could say Bismillah and Allahu Akbar, but someone else would do the cut. They wouldn't allow us to cut. So what I did, I made a presentation. I said, I went to one of the rabbis. I said, Rabbi, in Jerusalem, the Muslims eat the Jewish meat, and the Jews eat the Muslims' meat. He said, that's right. I said, yours is halal for us, and ours is halal for you. He says, that's right. I said, well, I'll tell you what, Rabbi, I would like to slaughter at Linden Packing. And I tell you what, I'll cut one for you, and you cut one for me. He said, well, why don't you cut it for yourself? I said, well, that's my point. You know what I mean? I want to cut it for myself. So we went there the next day, and I was up all night sharpening my knife. I made sure my clothes, I had a beautiful white coat. I mean, it was spotless. And I went to the slaughterhouse, and they had approximately 300 workers there. No one other than a rabbi ever even slaughtered in this facility. So I came in, they showed me where to go, etc. And they said, well, go in the back and pick out an animal. I had never even picked out an animal before. So I went in the back, and there was an African American who was the keeper of the animals.